Dukai Kira for another video on Longsword. This one is, I'm going to do my best to start to explain how to thrust with the longsword when we're keeping both hands on the hilt. So we're not going to do any single-handed thrusts or half-swording thrusts at this time. Just standard thrusts with the hand, both hands on the hilt. So you know how we talk when we cut about the bottom hand is making that snap. You're really using that bottom hand to generate that power while the top hand is giving guidance and direction, and then finishing a good solid cut too, obviously with the body going through all that, as well as the snap of that top to bottom hand. In thrust, we're still using a body turn like we always would and should, but from plow, if I'm going to thrust, let's say a face thrust or a body thrust just from here, as I turn my body, my right hand is doing most of the directive and most of the power generation. So if I go to a face, I don't want to hit hard, it's that right top hand. It's that top hand, in this case the right hand, doing that. If I come down to a body, whether it's a pronated, right, where you can see the top of my hand thrust, or a center straight in line, right, that right hand is doing the majority of that direction and power creation from the body up to the shoulders, out the right arm, and to the target via the thrusting tip. When we switch and go to a thrust, not from this side, at our opponent's left side, but we go to thrust sort of around our opponent to his right side, the left hand, that bottom hand now, starts to become the primary guide and director, as well as the power generator extension arm, right? And so let me show it to you. And so if I'm here, let's say I cut and then I go to here. See how this top hand, now this right hand, really isn't doing a lot. It's supinated, but my left hand, which is not pronated, is doing the most of the work. What I'm really doing is, as I'm hitting, as I'm turning, I can let go of that top hand. Not that we're doing that right now, right? But it's right hand, left hand, right hand, or top hand, bottom hand, right? Sure, it looks like I'm doing this, like I would if I dropped and it was a single sword, but it's really, the majority is that. So it's that motion, and the top hand now is just kind of holding on. It's helping guide and direct a little bit, but it's mostly that bottom. When you come to this side, it's now that pronated top hand, right? When you get on a pellet and you start trying to hit stuff, doing this, you're going to realize right away what I'm trying to say. Top hand, bottom hand, top hand, bottom hand, top hand, right? Okay, so this is really important to practice and evaluate how that works and understand how those hands work. Obviously, if we switch to the left hand on top, underneath the guard, then it switches 180 degrees for obvious reasons. Okay, but those are thrusting to the onside and the offside of our opponent, if you will, the sword side and the shield side, or their right and their left. So give that a try. Let me know what you think.